Hey guys, it's Holly here now. I've basically pulled myself away from playing The Witcher on PS4 to come and do this community Q&A video. You guys left something like 700 questions on our video, and I've picked as many as I can because, Damien, you're a busy man.
I am, but I've got time for the community, and I'm going to play it. Little secret, I'm actually going to play The Witcher on PS4. So.
Yes. Right,
so
cool.
I've got time for that.
We'll have that on the box. All right, this is probably the most popular question that we had. So Bradley Walsh, Gaming Bull HD, and Dat Random Name, though, all asked, will I need to have played the other games to understand the story, or is it open to new players?
Good question, actually.
Because it's the first time you're on PlayStation.
Yes, that's a really good question. You don't need to. You don't need to because that's something we were aware of, and we wanted the third game to be just a standalone. So what we're doing is we introduce you to the world of The Witcher, to what is a Witcher, what are you supposed to do? It's a role-playing game, so you better understand how to role-play and who to role-play as. So no, you don't have to. We have ways at the beginning of the game to introduce you to all these things. Not just, like the lore of The Witcher, but also the mechanics.
Yep.
The new ones, of course, but also the ones that were in the second title. So don't worry, you can just jump in there. It's all good.
Okay, Leighton Soul and Live for Eating.
That's me, by the way.
Yeah, and me, clearly. Will there be an option to somehow transfer your save game from 360 or PC? I know we saw something called Dragon Age Keep with EA. We made some pretty bold choices at the end of Witcher 2. I've got a sorceress with no eyes at the moment.
Okay.
Like kill the dragon.
Right.
So will these affect The Witcher 3? And if they're going to, is there a way to bring those decisions over?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Even if you have, so if you've played on the PC, of course, you keep the save data and that will just transfer. If you have played The Witcher 2, even on the different console, and now you have a PS4, we have ways for you to tell the game what decisions you made.
Good.
I'm not going to tell you what it is because I think it's a very clever thing and I don't want to spoil it.
But it's there.
But it's there and it's cool.
That's the most important, that it's there. Yeah. Okay, Loacombe has asked, will you consider porting or remastering Witcher 1 and 2 for release on PS4? And Coacher21 says, Witcher Collection on PS4?
That would be cool. That would be really cool. Well, like I said, I've got a PS4, so that's for me. But we have no plans to do that, honestly. Okay. We talk about it sometimes in the office, it wouldn't be cool if, but right now, first we need to finish the game.
Yeah, let's get Witcher 3 done.
That'd be pretty good. After that, we've got a lot of DLC.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, we have Cyberpunk. It's a beautiful game as well, but I can't talk about it. First, we need to focus as well on Witcher. Like I said, free DLC, that's the important bit. For me as a gamer, it makes me happy. It made me happy when we announced it because it's not an easy thing to do,
Yeah.
But it's something we were adamant with. It has to be free DLC and it has to be quality DLC. Not just a pair of boots or whatever. I'm talking like new quests, all of cool stuff that's just going to appear everywhere in the world, and it's all free. And I'm happy about that.
I think it's incredible, and you did it so well with Witcher 2 as well. That's what you wanted to achieve, and you did it.
It's who we are. It's who we are, and when you come work for CD Projekt, we make sure that not only are you really good at what you do, but it's important that you have the same mentality, that you are, a gamer, that you respect gamers.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a gamer. I don't like it when, I'm charged a ton of money for something that really isn't worth that, first of all, and two, could have been free. And so, like I said, we worked really hard for it. It means a lot to me as a gamer that I worked for a company that was able to release, or is going to be able to release so much free DLC. It's cool.
Now, funnily enough, you've kind of answered Omid's question, which was, will there be a season pass to support the game in the long term? Now, I knew there was going to be DLC, but clearly you want to get that out there, that
it's just free DLC, so no need for a season pass. If we were to, the plan for us is, if we're ever going to charge for something, and that's the rule, if we're ever going to charge for something, we're talking something huge. It has to be massive. And then we'd consider, okay, this is, I don't know, like 20 hours worth of gameplay.
Yeah. It's a game.
It adds a new region. Exactly, it's a game, so only then, a season pass there wouldn't be needed. No, it's not what we do.
It's not CD Projekt.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
Not for you guys.
Sorry.
Don't apologise. I wouldn't apologise for that. Ignat asks, will there be a bigger variety of monsters than you've seen in previous Witcher games?
Yes. Yes.
Now, some have come back because I've already killed some very familiar monsters.
Yeah, some have come back. We have, well, you've probably come across some drowners and some neckers, maybe.
I took out drowners. I took out 2 drowners before I went for a swim.
Yes. Well, we have maybe different types of drowners that you can find in different waters. But we've added a lot of monsters. But it's not just, throwing monsters out there. We wanted, we looked at each monster. We said, okay, what's the story behind this? Where do they live? Maybe they have some fears, maybe they become stronger when it rains or when there's when it's daytime or nighttime. And so they're a lot more complex. They're like a little puzzle, and you can approach the puzzle without knowing anything. That's fine. You're probably going to die, but...
let's just get that out there. I've seen a few people die already quite a few times taking on a griffin. Yes. I didn't, FYI. I killed the griffin first time.
Well done. Were you prepared?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
I learned that from the Karen. It's a lot easier if you set the traps for the Karen. Like, don't just do what they told you to do.
Exactly.
Have the toxin antidote. The traps.
It's the same principle where you can listen to people and they might give you some information.
Yeah.
All that information goes into your inventory, into the glossary. I mean. So as soon as you learn something, it will be added to it. Yeah. Before you fight it, you have read, okay, and this potion will be good against it, and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's true. There's a guy that said to me, I want to fight the griffin, but I'm not really prepared. And he went, well, let's go anyway. And I don't know, I had to, it's like, go for it.
See what happens. Good luck.
But it's good if you can pull it off, because...
you've got skills. If you can do it, you've definitely got skills.
Exactly. Our monsters...
More skills than me. I needed to have everything ready.
But at the end of the day, you didn't die and you went forward and you did. So preparation. But the monsters don't scale. Yeah, now you mentioned this before, they don't. So if you run off, you think, oh, you know what, I just want to explore the map. And it's like, you can, but dude, you're going to die. Yeah, it depends what, like, I wouldn't go out at night, or I wouldn't necessarily go too far at night. Just explore anyway. Don't be scared of exploring. We reward you. You go explore, you see something in distance, go check it out. I mean, worst case scenario, you die, but maybe you can run away from it. There's no shame in running away. Come back and get it later. Exactly, and I find that super satisfying. To me, it feels great as a gamer because you get your ass kicked, you go, you level up, you come back, you take it out. Exactly, grab the loot, thanks very much. Exactly. Right, the base gamer. Since it's such a huge open world, can we expect to find some cool Easter eggs in there? Now, for those of you that haven't played The Witcher 2, there's quite a famous Easter egg at the very beginning where Geralt finds something that looks very familiar to Altair, maybe. An assassin, maybe, just it's speculating. Yeah. But we love Easter eggs. Yeah, we have a lot. Actually, the way we approached Easter eggs is we involved the whole team. And we started a list, a wish list, basically, years ago. It's like, well, would it be cool if... Crossing them off one by one. This guy was called like that, and you know, it would be a reference to this, and it would be quite fun. And we have a huge list. They didn't all make it, but we got a lot. Some quite obscure, others like less. No one's ever going to get that. Like. Yeah, but you know, at the end of the day, I don't really mind, because if someone tells me such and such community, or someone who has seen that movie will get it, it's like, well, it's fair enough. I don't have to get all of them, but as long as there's someone out there who's going, oh, that's nice, then I'm happy. That basically means coming late this May will be PlayStation Access 7 favourite Easter eggs in Witcher Wild Hunt. Rob will probably get working on that already. Loud Lightning 3. Will we be presented with any possible ultimatums in the game? Shifts in how the story is told? Yes. Good. We have basically, all right, I'm going to tell you something. You have to find this girl called Ciri. Yes. You know that. I've just finished Baptism of Fire. The fourth book. Oh, you're reading books? Yeah, nice. I am. I've finished it a few weeks ago, so. Oh, very good. Okay, so Ciri, for those that don't know, is Geralt daughter, sort of. He like a ward. Yeah, like a ward. He's looking after her. Yeah, he's looking after her, but the relationship is very strong. For a man who's really quite serious, and you know, he has a very special place for his daughter, adopted daughter. and you have to find her. Eventually that's what the game is all about. You have to find this girl who's really important. She literally can save the world. So you have to find her before others do. And throughout the game, you may find out that she was in a certain place, for example, and then we'll say, now you will experience that from her point of view.
Okay.
So it's really nice because then you play as her, and it's great from a gameplay point of view because she plays quite differently. She still uses a sword.
Because she is, I mean...
She was trained as a witcher.
Kimoran.
She was trained as one, but ultimately she's a sorceress. Okay. That's who she was meant to be. So they've sort of mixed the two, and it's explained in the book. And what we've done is we've given her some really cool abilities. The fighting with her is really enjoyable. But not only that, it gives you, another point of view from the story, and I really like that.
I like that. Now, you're doing really well because you've kind of just led into this one. So, Dagora TV would like to know, how is Siri being implemented into the game? British Gentleman 2 says, what major differences will we experience when playing as Siri?
Okay. Well, it's important to point out that you don't just switch between the characters.
So you can't just press a button and then all of a sudden you're Siri somewhere else?
No, that's right. It's only a few times throughout the story when we let you play her as for maybe half an hour, for an hour, just little bits. When it makes sense, and when we think that it will really help you find the drive to find her. You see the chase through her eyes. And like I said, even for a half an hour, you understand the struggle, you understand what she's going through. You had to fight as well, you had to talk to some people, and when you go back to Geralt, you just really want to find her if you didn't before, but now you really want to. And it'll be a few times throughout the game, but the focus is still on Geralt for sure.
Very good. Okay, Day 3002 would like to know, last year CD Projekt Red said something about a new big mini game in Witcher 3, card game.
Yes.
Can you tell us more?
I can, and I'm very happy because...
I think I played it in the one of the pubs that we came up to at the beginning of the prologue. Yes.
Good, because I designed it with a friend of mine.
It was very good then. It was the best card game
Awesome.
ever.
We wanted to do, first of all, the idea was we wanted to do something that was fun on its own, like a standalone sort of thing.
Not something you feel like you have to do because there's a trophy to unlock for doing it. It's something you actually want to be doing.
Yeah, exactly. The rules that was, the limitations I was given, it's got to be pretty quick, pretty short, like 10 minutes. It's got to be 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, so let's see what we can do. So what we came up with, it's a card game where you can collect more cards throughout the world. You can find them. You can maybe win them when you play the game. And you have 4 different factions, 4 different playstyle. And each card is beautiful because we used all our concept artists, and they've done hundreds and hundreds of them.
So you're going to print these, right? And they're going to be able... Because that's the kind of thing, as a fan, as a collector, that's the kind of thing I want. Because I've got every single Witcher Special Edition that's ever been released on my living room windowsill. I want those cards.
We'll see then.
Preops Production would like to know, how deep is the customization? Owen says, crafting options?
Yes, of course you can craft so many things from...
potions.
Yeah, but even your armor, the way you then affect the armor, or the weapon, whether you can craft a potion, it's very, very deep. If you really want to get into it, you will be rewarded with some epic gear. And even potions. I mean, if you decide that potions do your thing, go for it. Spend a lot of points, XP, into unlocking certain skills that will allow you to craft these mad potions. I really like it, but you've got to be careful. You have a toxicity level. Yeah,
as we've seen previously, so not too many potions.
Yeah, otherwise it's just insane. You go mad.
And these affect how Geralt looks as well, I'm taking. So if, like it's done previously, so if you change your sword, you'll see the sword you've changed to.
Absolutely. Cool. Yeah, you see it in the inventory as well.
Yeah. So. I think I found a new sword when I was playing, so I had a better sword when I went to go fight my griffin.
Awesome.
Django Fett would like to know, as well as actually quite a few other people, will I be able to play with friends online? Now, which has always set itself up as this is a beautiful, deep, single-player kind of experience. Is that something you want to continue with?
Well, for which, it's for us, it's single-player experience. I think there's still, I mean, I grew up playing single-player games. and I had no problem immersing myself, having role-playing my character and then telling my friends about it.
Yeah.
So for us, it's single player. That's our strength. Never say never for the future, but right now, that's where we're staying. Yeah.
Cool. Final question, bonus question from someone called Captain America.
Gotta be a good question.
What is the final resolution and frame rate?
Nobody ever asked me this question.
Really?
Never.
It was just a couple of people wanted to know,
Yeah.
I just thought
No, people don't care about this. What they care about is, how good the game is and how deep the story is.
I'll tell you now, the game looks...
It looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
It looks...
Because
it's beautiful.
It's 1080p 30
Yeah.
frame, yeah. So
There you go.
It's beautiful. It really is gorgeous. I'm very proud of it.
Now, you guys have promised after this interview I can go back and play some more, and I'm going to play something else. I'm going to play a new...
Yes.
I've been promised a new bit.
Go for it.
Thank you so much.
They've told you about it? They told you the secret bit that we're going to show?
No, they just told me they're going to show me a bit. Didn't know it was secret. I do now.
You'll see. It's good.
What? Right, that's it. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you guys so much for leaving your questions. I know we couldn't ask absolutely everything because you guys have a game to make, and I think it's more important you maybe get back and get that game finished.
Yes, we have to finish it.
You have to finish it.
We're not pushing the date again.
No, please don't push the date
Promise.
again. Please. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We're going to have more coming up on Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, so please stay tuned to the YouTube channel and don't forget to subscribe.